Y'all having a good day?
Yeah. How about you? How about you?
Yeah, I'm having a good day.
Tim, what's it like? What's it like to be here? What's it like to get this chance to play professional baseball?
Well, it's a blessing. It's been a lot of fun. Spring was really enjoyable. It was a huge learning opportunity for me with so many of the players and coaches and mentors that I got to be around. And now this is another step in that process. It's a new opportunity. You know, a lot of people say, what are you expecting? And I'm like, I don't know. It's the first time I've done this. So it's very new, but it's been great. And Coach LaHair's been great, Coach Fuentes, Hershey, everybody has been awesome, and just, you know, bringing me up to speed on everything that I need to know and how I need to approach it, and, you know, just handling everything. But it's been fun. I'm excited to be here in Columbia, heart of SEC territory, and the fans were awesome, so supportive, and, you know, so many amazing people. Well, I've also been back several times for SEC Nation as well. So I've been here quite a bit. Always enjoyed it. Loved playing here as an athlete, playing against Spurrier in South Carolina. Those were always big games, especially at night, and crazy arenas, and here in Sandstorm and Space Odyssey and all that other stuff. I really enjoyed that. And, you know, I really think that obviously I haven't experienced the game here, but just seeing pictures, a little bit of video, hearing from Coach everything that is going to take place, that it's going to be an awesome venue as well. And I'm just getting a chance to see it today and tour it. I think it's going to be pretty fun. Well, as an athlete, I think you always try to use negativity from outside sources as fuel. But at the same time, I try not to even listen to it. You know, people say, do you let it go in one ear and out the other? And I say, no, I try to not to even let it get to where I hear it. I don't listen to the radio. I don't watch that much TV. I love what I do, and I'm blessed to be able to play a game that I started playing when I was 4 years old. And I'm excited about getting the chance to compete every single day, where the wins and losses, they count. And you got to count on your teammates, and you got to go out there and play and strive to get better. And it's a process. And for me, I'm still really young and new at this process, even though I'm not as young as some of the other guys in the clubhouse. But it's going to be really fun. And also, at the same time, there are a lot of guys that maybe have been playing baseball for a long time, but I've been competing for a long time. And so to be able to sometimes encourage some of these other guys that they might know the sport a little bit better than I do, but I can still motivate them and push them and try to, you know, bring out the best of them as well. And so that's just one of the best things about sports, and something I'm really looking forward to.
No, not at all. I think he's going to serve more as an asset to the players. Like he said, like he brings a lot of experience to the table. So I think more than anything, it's just a motivation, like a little spark on the team, you know. And he's been working very hard since the spring. I got the opportunity to meet him in the spring, and he's making progress by the day. So we're very happy to have him here, and very happy to work with him.
Those are my two questions.
Well, so I think sometimes I'll answer the second one first. I mean, I still love the game of football, so sometimes you miss it, but I'm pursuing something else that I love, and you can love more than one thing. And I love what I'm doing right now. And I think, how does my faith impact what I'm doing? Well, it impacts me daily. It impacts me in how I treat people, how I pursue life, my vantage point, how I interact with people, you know, hopefully, and how I'm a little bit more patient with certain things and how I treat people. But my faith is something that changes the way I act, the way I live, the way I think, the way I breathe, everything, because it puts things into perspective, especially what matters. And that's something that I'm so very grateful for. Well, I think I'm improving every day. I think I'm improving not only every day, but, you know, every round of batting practice to every time I get to go in the outfield, it's just getting more and more normal. It's getting more and more routine, being able to work on certain things. And then also, okay, maybe I feel like I kind of get something down. Now I move on to the next thing and continue to you know, pursue that goal of improving, of getting better, and I'm feeling more and more comfortable every day. Got the chance to see some really good pitchers in the spring, and some of the best in the world at what they do. And so, you know, getting to see that's really good. Getting to have the reps, to have play every single day, multiple at bats, you know, that's really helped. So that has been such a blessing. Well. I think it also changes what you do, you know, like going back and forth from where I live to here to on the road, and I'm not just going to be necessarily walking down the street, you know, trying to, or doing things to try to draw attention. For me, this is not, it's not like a vacation, or it's not something that I want to do for publicity. This is a business trip. This is work. But at the same time, I love what I'm doing. I'm coming in here every single day to go to work, to, you know, pick up my lunch pail, put on the hard hat, and go to work and try to get better. And, you know, we'll be coming in here early to grind and get better, so I can be the best that I can with this journey of my life. Well, my teammates have been so supportive. You know, from the major league guys to, you know, all the way down, everybody's been so supportive, especially all the guys here. You know, been extremely supportive. You know, some even will, you know, take me aside, say, hey, this has worked for me, this is something you should try, blah, blah, blah. So I've learned so much from all of my teammates and all the different teams that I've been on in the spring, bouncing all around. So that has been really helpful. And then, yeah, since I have some family in Florida and kind of all around the world, you know, hopefully they'll be able to come to a couple of games. No, I think as an athlete, you try not to look at what ifs. You try not to you know, I don't have to go put myself there right now. You know, I'm focusing on this press conference, and then I'm going to go get a workout, and then I'm going to go try to get a couple more swings and, you know, try to get better, and then wake up tomorrow and do the same thing, try to improve and take it day by day. And I know that sounds like a cliche answer to all of you in here, but it's the truth. As an athlete, you have to live with tunnel vision. You have to live with that focus. You can't step back and look at this big picture and all these hypotheticals that so many people want to write about, and they'll look at Thursday night and they'll sensationalize it, and regardless of what happens, it'll be the best night of all time, or it's going to be the worst night of all time. But for me, it's just one day. And then there's going to be Friday, and then there's Saturday, and then there's Sunday, and this is a process, and I'll continue to try to improve regardless of if the stats show that on one day or the next. But every single day, you know if you're putting in the work, you know if you're getting better, you know in your heart what you're doing. And for me, it has to be that tunnel vision, because this is it's a big change. You're changing sports, you know, late in your career, and so you know, I keep those blinders on and keep that focus and stay passionate at the road that I'm going after right now. Well, I think work ethic, determination, heart, perseverance, will, believing in myself, a lot of different things. And then I think you take a lot of the, and then maybe one of the others is just focus. Being able to lock in, not listen to everything around you, not listen to the fans or the voices or everything else, but just lock in and focus and know the task at hand and go to work at doing it and trying to accomplish it. You know, I think that's a big one, because there obviously are a lot of distractors, a lot of people that are going to put, you know, say negative things, or you can't do this, and so you just can't listen to that. But I'm also grateful in life that we don't have to live by what other people say or think. We get to go with what's on our heart. We get to pursue what we want to. We get to go after our dreams, and we get to be passionate about things, and I'm so grateful I live in a country where I get to do that. That's a really good question. You know, it's humbling to think that if there's something that I said that could inspire or encourage someone, that it's done that. That's really humbling for me to think. And you know, for me, there's been so many different people that have given me advice in this journey, whether that's been former pro guys, whether it's been family members, whether it's been coaches every day, whether it's been, you know, certain coaches that after I strike out in a major league game, you know, like people, you know, just encouraging me and just, you know, keeping your head down and continuing to work, and not letting one moment get too big, because a lot of times it can, and people will try to make it. And so just know it's just one at bat. Take it one step at a time and continue to go to work. Well, I think that God has a specific plan for every single one of us. And I think that we also have choices that we can make to pursue it. And I think that one thing that I try to share with young people is that you matter, that you're special, that you're unique, that God created you for a reason and a purpose. You're not an accident. You are special. You are important. And when you understand that and you look at it that way, you can live that way. You can live with that confidence, with that importance, with that knowing that you matter, not necessarily to everybody in this room, but to the God of this universe. And that's better than, you know, no offense, but anybody in this room, whatever y'all think of me. And but that gives you confidence in how you're able to walk and how you're able to go about things and how you're able to fight for your dreams, right? And how you're able to be able to walk in the knowledge that you matter and that the God of this universe thinks that way, and he has a story about your life, and the Bible even says that it's a poem, that it's a masterpiece and it's special. And so that gives you encouragement in the way that you're able to live life, and not just live life in what you want, but live life for what matters, which is, in my opinion, loving God and loving other people. And sometimes you can get tired, you can get caught up in doing that, but in the midst of maybe these times where you're like, this has been a long game, I really don't want to do anything else, but you see that person, I'm going to go talk to that person, I'm going to go help that person, I want to go do this, and so I think it just gives you perspective to be encouraged to continue to fight for what matters.
He's going to be playing. He's going to be playing left field on the first night, but we're looking at him playing in the corner. So left field and right field, you'll see him bouncing around, getting his time in.
What is it just obviously talk about him right next to it, but what does he need to work on? What is it you'd like to see him improve on, especially in the first weeks of the season?
I think all areas. If we're talking about defense, base running, I think not only him, but you seeing other players here that are coming up through the system. We just signed a bunch of these guys just last year, and we're teaching him how things are done. If you can say that those guys have advantage over him, I don't know. I mean, he's a quick learner. Like, I've been talking to him, and he just grasps on things and very easily. So it's very easy to work with him. And if we're talking about specific areas, no, I mean, a little bit of everything, basically. And we're going to take it step by step.
I don't really think now it's outside of this. I just think it's, before and after practice, it's pulling coaches aside and continuing to talk to them, gain that knowledge, look at situations, right-handed batter, you're playing here, wind's going here, where do you stand? So many different things like that, to be able to continue, take Fuentes and go to the cage and continue to work on certain things, work on certain pitches, have coach hit certain balls out there, play it off the wall, and just little things like that I can do before or after to continue to speed up that process.
How do you like Columbia?
It's been great so far. I have a lot of great memories in Columbia, and I'm looking forward to making some more. No offense, Gene Cone.
Yeah.
I feel like we have a team that's pretty close already. Besides for Gene, I think everybody likes each other. And no, we get along. We played 2 really full games together, and done pretty good so far. We give each other a hard time. I think we're going to be a team that works really hard together. Eventually, I think we'll care about each other because we're going to put in the work, the time, and I think we also just get along really well. And hopefully, we'll be able to build each other up and make each other better every day. I'm someone that whatever my hand finds to do, I really care about it, and I want to do it well. And I think when you care about something enough, there are always nerves because it matters how you do. And competing for your coaches and for your teammates, and supporting them. So if Pi gets a double, I can try to knock him in. We're work on a speed a little bit. No, but we'll try to have each other's back, and so you want to care when your teammates are out there competing, and then we're keeping score now, and so we want to win.
Gene, what is it like to play with Tim Tebow? What's it like to have him around? This is going to be the first question. So.
Well, y'all just listen to him talk. I mean, I didn't get in here till the end, but he's a great guy. He's a great competitor, and I mean, obviously, he's a great competitor. The man won 2 national championships. So, he's a great guy. He's a great locker room guy, and I think everybody is gelling around him so far pretty good. It's exciting, but Coach said in the locker room this is just the first step. So, it's a big, important step, and I'm just ready to start my first season of pro ball. It's special, especially to start my first season in Columbia. I'll get a lot of my family, I think, will come to the games, and friends and whatnot. But I'm just, like I just said, I'm excited to start a new season, and ready to get underway Thursday night.
For me, it's more kind of not having that day off, a couple days to go to school, and kind of get your body ready. You just gotta be ready every day. The bat-wise, for me, it's not that much of a difference. A lot of people might think wood bat, metal bat, but for me, it's just more waking up every day and you got a game, and no matter what happens the day before, you got probably 130 games in front of you, so that's pretty much, for me, the biggest difference.
Michael, how much did that College World Series title resonated with teammates you've seen in pro ball and things like that? I mean, do they realize what you guys have done and what it means to Coast.
Yeah, I mean, I get joked on about a little bit. I mean, a lot of the guys I played with Gene and when I was in the summer, my sophomore year, so we've known each other a lot. We play each other a lot too, so it's cool. I mean, a lot of guys know what happens. You know, it's pretty hard to do, but I mean, like I said, we just joke around about it now. It's over with. Now we're on to the next step, a new chapter, so.